all ready? Yes, 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 yes. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, guys. All right, guys. So, ready to begin? Ready to rock and roll? Guys, I need a very high energy for today's session, and let's begin. All right. So now I noticed in the chat that a lot of you are SQL beginners. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Whether you are a pure SQL beginner, whether you are a pro at SQL, I promise you, I'm going to show you such amazing things today. Okay, that even if you are a pro in SQL, you will find something new, and you will be able to save 80% of your time. Okay, and even if you are new at SQL, okay, guys, trust me, it took me 6 months to learn SQL. When I was studying SQL several years ago, it took me 6 months to learn that. Okay, but you guys will be able to catch up to it in just 3 hours. Okay, and I will show you how to do it. Are you guys ready to rock and roll? Yes, yes, yes. Come on, guys. Yes, excited, excited. If you guys are super excited, I want you to drop an super excited. I want you to drop an SE in the chat. Come on. SE, 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 SE. Alright, amazing, guys. Amazing energy. Alright, so let's start. Now, of course, we are going to start beginning from the beginners. Of course, we are going to start from the very beginning. Now, the first thing, the first AI hack that we are going to learn today. Oh, what all are the tools that we're going to use today. Okay, now guys, so before we move on to hacks, let's check out how many tools have you read about here. So guys, how many of you have used more than 50% tools here? How many of you have used more than 50% tools here? So I see 16 tools here. Okay, how many of you used more than 8 tools here? I see one person, just one person. The rest of you? Okay, just one. ChatGPT, just Copilot, just ChatGPT. Alright guys, I trust before the end of the session you will forget about ChatGPT. Before the end of the session you will be like, okay, ChatGPT was good, but it's apparently not that amazing. Okay, so I will be showing you how to use all of these tools. Okay, and apart from that, even if you're a beginner, even if you're an advanced person, I will take you right from beginners, SQL queries for absolute beginners or intermediates. I will take you all the way to designing end-to-end data pipelines. Okay, I know even the people who are advanced in SQL, even they have not used a lot of data pipelines today. Okay, and apart from that, since the world is being taken over by AI, okay, I'm also going to show you what the future of SQL looks like. Okay, and apart from that, all of us know we can all work. Cracking the interview is a difficult task. Okay, so I will also show you amazing hacks, okay, that will help you in your interview preparation. Okay, all right, let's begin. Guys, I already am having goosebumps. What about you guys? Ready? Super excited? Super excited? Yes, I like this. I like you people. I like the energy that you guys are bringing here today. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to learn, of course, is for beginners. Okay, that is how to use AI tools to write SQL code from the basics. Okay, now in this case, I have several tools to show you. Okay, so let me show you them one by one. Okay, so let me bring in my browser. Just give me a moment, guys. So let me bring in my browser right here. Where is my browser? Right, I can see that. Just one more second. All right. So can you guys see my, where's my Chrome? Where's my Chrome? Right, here's my Chrome. Okay, can you guys see the screen? Can you guys see the screen? Yes, all right. Now, who has used this website? Who here has used this website? Okay, now this is the most amazing website, and this is by far the first website that any beginner goes whenever they are trying to learn something new. Okay, so this is W3 Schools. Okay, and this is by far one of the best and the first website that anybody visits who's trying to learn a new language. Okay, by language I don't mean French. By language I mean a programming language. Alright, now, so in this case, we have SQL here. I have SQL in front of me, okay? But of course, apart from SQL, we also have Python, Java, PHP, JavaScript, CSS, and all of those as well, okay? So in this case, if you are a complete beginner at SQL, you can learn everything about it. Okay, starting from SQL intro to all the basics such as select, distinct, where, and all the way to advanced stuff such as SQL create database, drop database, backup database. Okay, now I know a lot of you are complete beginners in SQL. Okay, so this might not make a lot of sense. Okay, but what is the first to always write whenever you're learning a new language? What is the first program that you always write? I know you guys know the answer. Exactly, okay, exactly. So we say hello world, okay, we try to first print out hello world whenever we try to learn a new language, okay. In case of SQL, okay, in case of SQL, the first thing that you will always learn in SQL is this particular statement, that is select star from customers, okay, select star from customers. Now customer here simply means a table, okay, a table of information. Okay, now some of you may or may not be aware of what do we use SQL for. Okay, so very quickly and very simply, all of you have seen your report cards in your class 10, yes or no? Okay, so in your report card you will have something like this, your name, your physics marks, chemistry marks, maths marks, English marks, okay, your perhaps SUPW marks, or your history, geography, depending if you were in an ICSE batch. Okay, now that was basically a table of information. Okay, it had information about your unit test, your half yearly, and your finals. Yes, no? Yes, no? How many of you forged your parents' signature in that report card? Right. So that report card basically contains information. That is basically a table. Okay, you did and got caught. That's clearly you did not do it well enough. Okay, anyways, so that report card is basically a table which contains information. Okay, so here also this part here, select star from customer. Okay, so this customer here is a table of information. Is everybody clear? Okay, and select star from customer simply says show me everything from the customer's table. Okay, shall we try what does this actually do? Okay, should I show you what does this actually do? Let's click on try it yourself. The part about this website is that of course you can try it yourself. So let me click this. Okay, now guys, just a fair bit of warning. Okay, every time I click this, okay, Chrome being a data hog, sometimes my video freezes. Okay, don't worry, I am right here. Alright, so let me click on try it yourself. Okay, so as you can see here, we have select star from customers. Okay, we have select star from customers. Now as you can see, if I run this SQL, okay, see, I did not have to install anything on my system. I did not have to install anything on my system. I can just click on run SQL. Okay, now when I run SQL, you will see that. Okay, now everybody pay attention here. So what information is present in that customer table? Okay, what information is present in that customer table? We have customer ID, we have customer name, we have contact name, we have address, city, postal code, and maybe some other details as well. Okay, so select star from customer simply means show me everything from customers. Is that clear? Was that a very difficult query to understand, even if you are a beginner? Did everybody understand this? Yes, no? Yes, 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 yes. Alright, good, good, good. I have amazing folks here today. Alright, so select star from customers basically gives me everything. Okay, but again, like I said, this is just the beginning. Okay, but there is a problem. There is a slowdown in this W3 schools. Okay, the slowdown here is that I actually have to click on this run SQL every time. Okay, now I am a efficient or lazy person, whatever you like to call it. Okay, so I have another suggestion for you right now. There's another website called as SQL Bolt. Okay, and SQL Bolt lives up to its name. SQL Bolt, it's pretty fast. Okay, how is it fast? Let me show you. Okay, now in this case also, let's say I have this one. Okay, now there is one thing. On your journey to become a data analyst, data scientist, product analyst, market analyst, whatever, okay, the first job of any type
saying Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, personally, even for me, like when I'm coding, I use Claude, right? So ChatGPT is like by far the favorite one. But yeah, a lot of you were asking questions while Aman was teaching, right? So folks, can we do one thing? We have planned like more than like more bonus tools and like more 10 plus SQL hacks, right? So we want to keep maximum value per minute in today's session. So whatever questions that you have, will it be okay if I take them towards the end? So that like folks who are asking questions, they won't be feeling they are like being ignored. I just want to keep maximum value per minute, and if you are okay with it, like we can cover all the questions towards the end so that everyone can get maximum value per minute in the session. Will that be okay with everyone? Yes, 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 yes. Awesome, awesome.
Awesome. Nice, Aditya. So, guys, like I said, I know everybody has a favorite of ChatGPT, but today we're going to change that. Okay. Now, first of all, coming back. Okay. Now, how can you use ChatGPT to quickly learn SQL? Okay. Now, you have to know what you're asking. Okay. So, I'll say something like this. I am. Okay. So, I am learning SQL. Specifically, I'm learning my SQL. Okay. Give me dummy table, that is dummy data, and give me 10 basic SQL commands to practice. Okay, guys, does anybody want me to change the prompt? Anything left, right? Okay. Also, give me the solutions. Okay, guys, I can tell you I have taken so much time to learn SQL. Okay, it took me 5 to 6 months. Okay, but right here, AI will give you everything. Okay, so AI will give you sample data. Okay, just like we saw sample data right there. Okay, AI will also give you how you can create the table, and it will also give you 10 basic SQL commands to practice. Okay, you can practice viewing all data, you can practice find employees in the IT department, employees greater than salary 60,000, and so on. Okay, guys, how many of you think this will save you an amazing amount of time? How many of you think will save you an amazing amount of time? Amazing amount of time. I think that's too big. I think that's too big. Okay, but how many of you feel that it will save you an amazing amount of time? A lot of you probably said, "Hey, okay, that's nice." All right, guys, all of you with me? Yes, no? Yes. All right, ready to move on to the next hack? I hope all of you are clear with this one. All right, amazing. Let's move on to the next hack that I have for you. Okay, this will absolutely, and I promise this will blow your mind. Okay, let's move on to the next one. SQL concepts made simple using AI tools. Okay, this, I promise you guys, is going to blow your mind. Okay, now, how many of you use Claude on a regular basis? How many of you use Claude on a regular basis? No, me. No, me. Yes. All right, all right. Right now, you're going to forget ChatGPT forever. All right. Now, so Claude has this amazing thing called as artifacts. Okay. Has anybody heard the term artifacts in Claude? Has anybody heard the term artifacts in Claude? Okay, let me zoom in. No. Your life is about to change. All right. Now, so again, let me be very clear in what I'm going to ask the LLM. Okay, the AI. So I'm going to say, I am learning MySQL. Okay, make 10 flashcards using artifacts, okay, so that I can memorize, okay, or I can, let's say, practice my SQL. Okay, guys, I want you to start counting. Okay, I want you to don't start counting in the chat. Okay, I want you to start counting mentally how long this is taking me and how long it would have taken you. Okay, so I'm learning MySQL, make 10 flashcards just so that I can practice SQL. Okay, keep the questions basic. Okay, this is not necessary, but I'm just showing you. Okay, all right, done. Start counting. Okay, start counting mentally. I have pressed enter. Okay, so artifacts is basically the thing that Claude uses to make any sort of visual. Okay, how many of you used flashcards? By the way, guys, I'm not doing anything. This is all happening by itself. Okay, how many of you used flashcards to memorize stuff? Anybody? Anybody? So you have, some of you are raising hands. Guys, don't raise your hands. Just type it in the chat, because I cannot see who has raised a hand, but I can always see who is typing in the chat. Okay. Oh, done already. Okay. Now I know some of you said that you guys are pretty advanced in SQL, but still then, could you have made this quickly? Okay. So flashcards basically is something that has a question in the front, okay, and when you flip it, it has an answer in the back. Okay. So basically it's used for very easy memorization. Okay. So in this case, what SQL command is used to retrieve data from a database. This is the first command that we saw. What was that command, guys? This is the first command that we saw. Correct. It was a select command. Okay, let's check it out. So click on the card to flip it, and let's click on this. And yes, it is the select command. Guys, are you guys mind blown? Are you guys mind blown? Can you see the amazing thing that I just created? No hands. Okay. If you have comment MB, if you are mind blown. Come on, guys. Amazing, amazing, MB, that's nice. Let's check out the next flashcard. If I'll go on to the next one, which command is used to add a new data to the table? This is the insert command. Of course, we'll learn more about it later on. Okay, moving on. Okay, which SQL command is used to modify? That's a different thing. Update command. Okay, but guys, even for those of you that are experienced, how long it would have taken you to code this application? How long it would have taken you to code this application? Feed the questions, check the answers, debug the app. Okay, do you think learning this was amazing? Do you think you guys learned something new? Yes, yes, yes. MB, that's nice, that's nice. MB, nice, nice. So far so good, guys. Nice. All right, are you ready for the next thing? Are you ready for the next thing? Yes, 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 amazing. All right, now what do I have in store for you next? Okay, what do I have in store for you next? Let's move ahead. The next thing I have here is basic data analysis using AI tools and SQL. Basic data analysis using AI tools and SQL. Okay, now guys, tell me how many of you have at some point of time or the other, okay, have to analyze some data. Okay, how many of you have done some sort of analysis? Okay, maybe on Excel, maybe on SQL, maybe on whatever. Okay, I know some of you are new to SQL here. Okay, but how many of you have done any sort of data analysis? 1, okay, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so many of you have done that. Okay, so you know that it's pretty difficult to arrive at the questions. Okay, it's pretty difficult to think, okay, so what all factors should I keep in mind? Okay, is this also a relevant factor? Is this also a relevant factor? What other questions should I ask? Okay, but what if something helped you, okay, in already arriving at that question? Okay, what if your AI did some basic analysis for you? Okay, it already took you 60% of the way, and now you just have to cover the rest 40%. How would you guys like that? How would you guys like that? For AI to take, how would you like for AI to do the hard work and so that you can do the smart work? Yes, yes, alright. So let's open up a new chat right here. Okay, let's open up a new chat right here, and alright, I'm on returns. That's amazing. Okay, now I'm going to add a new data set right now. Okay, I have not seen that data set. You have not seen that data set. Okay, and even if we were to start analyzing, okay, how long do you think we would have to give to analyze that data set? How long would it take you to analyze any new data set? Okay, so let's add a data set here, and then you can tell me. Okay, so I am adding a data set. Okay, do data analysis. Okay, do data analysis and present me your findings. Okay, in addition, also show me the SQL queries. Why am I doing that? I'll tell you that in just a second. Okay, in addition, also show me the SQL queries you use to find the info. Okay, before showing the analysis, okay, show the dummy data. Show the data. Why dummy data? Okay, show the data in a tabular format. Okay, guys, anything I need to add in this prompt? Do you guys think I need to add anything in this prompt? Yes, no, or all okay? All okay? All okay? Alright, so let me add my data right here. Just give me a second. Okay, just give me a second. Let me add my data right here. All right, so adding my data right here, I have added the file. Okay, and let me press enter. Did I press enter? Yes, I did press enter. Okay, so how long do you think AI will take to process it and give me an output? How long do you think? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 10 minutes is too long. Come on, 30 seconds? 30 seconds. Let's check it out. Okay, let's check it out how long it is going to take me. Okay, and the absolutely beautiful way that this is going to present me. Okay, let's wait for it. By the way, guys, how many of you loved the artifacts thing about Claude? How many of you loved the artifacts thing about Claude, and how many of you thought that it was a new thing? Yes, yes, loved it. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, that's nice. Yes. So, how many of you think that now Claude is your best friend and ChatGPT is your second best friend? Yes, yes. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I think, I think I have broken a lot of friendship with ChatGPT today. I think Claude is going to be your best friend today. Done. Okay, done. Amazing. And boom. Okay, I like saying the word boom, so I hope you don't mind that. Okay, so as you can see here that we have this hotel dash data analysis dashboard. Okay, even the emoticon that it picked up was so perfectly fitting. I did not even have to look up the emoticon, and it has done the entire data analysis. Okay, now let me go through a little bit of detail for this one. Okay, so we have the hotel data analysis dashboard, we have the hotel icon, we have the raw data right here. So what does our raw data contain? Room number, monthly bookings, rate per night, and all of those data. Okay, it also gave me what key metrics I should be following. Okay, that we have 10 rooms, we have these many average booking, this is the average rate, this is the average keenness. Okay, now why am I saying that it should also give me the SQL query? Okay, because AI may or may not make a mistake. Okay, it sometimes happens that AI may make a mistake, may make a calculation error, may return something wrong. Okay, so this is for me to check. Okay, this is for me to cross check that whether AI has given me the correct data or not. Although it does give me the correct data, but this is just for me to check. Okay, so here I am getting all the SQL queries. Okay, revenue analysis, this has given me the SQL query. Okay, performance by room type, I have the SQL query. Okay, can you guys look at the complicated SQL query that it has given me? Okay, did I have to do anything to get this query? Okay, did I have to learn SQL? Did I have to put in the effort? I had to do nothing. Okay, apart from that, I also got how the rooms were booked. Okay, the deluxe books have the highest average booking, the AC impact analysis, and all of that. Okay, so guys, tell me, if you were to give this analysis report to your boss, okay, would he be super happy or not? If he was super happy, you know what to type in the chat. Okay. Right, so yes, he would be extremely super happy. Even if I was your boss, I would be super happy. And if you guys were my boss, you guys are already my boss, you guys also would be super happy. Oh, somebody just wrote ESH. I am guessing it's extremely super happy. Guys, are all of you loving this so far? Okay, so I'd like to tell you guys something, that Claude is an amazing tool. Okay, don't limit yourself to ChatGPT. There are thousands and thousands of AI tools so far. Okay, that we are bringing this to you. Okay, and you must of course know how to use and how to learn to use them so that you can get better at it. Okay, if you were just stuck at ChatGPT, you could have never generated this kind of a report. Okay, but the more you learn about AI tools, the better you become at your job. Okay, guys, ready to move ahead? Are you all ready to see what other things do we have planned for you? Yes, 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 yes. All right, amazing. Is this session going mind-blowing, guys? Let me know if it's going mind-blowing. You know what to type. Okay, now moving on to the next thing. Mind-blowing, mind-blowing, mind-blowing. That's nice. Okay, moving ahead. Okay, so we have a bonus topic here. Okay, so bonus topic here is joins in SQL. Okay, now I know those of you that are experienced in SQL. Okay, you guys are going to tell me that joins have been a pain, yes or no? Okay, we know that joins have been a pain. Yes or no? Don't lie to me, guys. I know this. Yes, yes. Right. So joins have been a pain because it feels that it's a complicated concept. Okay, they are absolutely not complicated. Those people have lied to you. Okay, let me show you how easy joins are and how very easily you can understand. Okay, let's move ahead. Now, so in this particular case, I hope everybody can see my Excel file. Now, the reason I've just put in an Excel file is just to make this easy for us. Okay. Now, so we have an Excel file here. Can everybody see this Excel file? Can everybody see the employee details and the department details? Yes, no? Yes. All right. Moving ahead. Okay. Now, so the thing here that I'm trying to achieve, okay, the thing here that I'm trying to achieve is that, so for employees, I have an ID, I have a name, I have a department ID. Okay. Now I can see the department ID, but I don't know which department do they belong to. Okay. So if I see that Alice belongs to department ID 10, okay, yes, the same Alice, Alice in Wonderland. Okay. So Alice in Wonderland belongs to department ID 10. Okay, but what is this department 10? For that, I have to go to this particular table called as departments. Okay, and there are, okay, so 10 corresponds to HR. So what that means is that Alice belongs to HR department. Okay, but of course we would all hate that. Why? Yes or no? Okay, I don't want to look at this department ID 10 here, then go to this department, then look at, oh, she's an HR. Okay, or Bob the Builder. How many of you have seen? Oh, Bob the Builder belongs to department ID 20. Okay, and I'll have to go to department table to see, okay, 20 belongs to finance. Does everybody understand what I'm trying to achieve here? Okay, so what I'm trying to achieve here is that instead of this department ID 10, I want this here to say HR. Okay, I want this here to say finance. Okay, and so on. Right? How do we achieve this? We achieve this by using joins. Okay, here we combine the two tables, okay, and we combine the information depending on what is matching. Okay, we combine the corresponding information. Okay, so here obviously department ID 10 will correspond to this ID. Okay, or this department ID 20 will correspond to this department ID. Is that clear to everyone what joins essentially is going to achieve? Yes, no? Yes, okay. Now there are two types of joins here that you are going to use 95% of the times, okay? And what are those two types of joins? Can anybody tell me? I know this is not a question for beginners, okay? But I'll show you how beginners can do that, okay? Now there are two types of joins that you will be using throughout. No, the types of joins I'm saying, okay? The first type, okay, so I'll tell you the first type. The first type is an inner join and the second one is a correct. The second one is a left join. Okay. Now, those of you who are not familiar with inner join or left join, no worries. I'll just show it to you right now. Okay. Now, so if I were to do a left join, okay, what the left join simply means is that, okay, so I am joining employees table with department table. Okay. So employees table is already present. I am joining department table. Let me repeat, employee table is already present, I am joining department table. Okay, so the entire employee table will still be present. Okay, the entire employee table will still be present. Okay, and the corresponding values from department will just get added. Okay, let me show you what happens when we do a left join. Okay, guys, everybody focus. So we have employees 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we still have all the employees 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have their names and we have their department IDs. Okay, now focus everybody. So 10 belong to HR, so we got that. 20 belong to finance, so we got that also. 10 again belong to HR, so we got that. Okay, but null is not matching with anything. It does not matter. Why? Because we need to get all the employees. Okay. So for Diana, since there is no matching, we will still get a null. Okay. Now I'm going to change this slide here because I want to show you one more thing. Okay. Let's say even if Diana had a department ID, let's say 40. Okay. Guys, is this 40 present here? Yes or no? Is this 40 present here? Correct. It's not present here. So even if it's not present, what will this return me? This will return me null. Okay. So this is essentially what is the left join. Left join simply means all of the left table will be present and whatever gets added. Okay. Whatever is not present will show up as a null. Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay. Now the next thing is an inner join. Okay, the next thing is an inner join. An inner join will always take only those values which are present in the left table as well as the right table. Okay, which are present in the left table as well as the right table, only those values will be present. Okay, so I can see that here I have department ID 10, 20, 10 and 40. Okay, now clearly this 40 is only present in this table but not in this table. Similarly, this 30 is present in this table but not in this table. Okay, so what are the common values? This 10, 20, 10 are common values. Similarly, this 10 and 20 are common values. Okay, so only those common values will be present. Is that clear to everyone? Okay, so inner join, common elements. Okay, left join all of the first table and just the matching of the second table. Is that clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? Yes, simple enough. Okay, now if just in case you guys did not understand this, I have one more amazing example for you. Okay, I have one more amazing example for you. Okay, now let's say in a particular class, okay, just like let's say in a particular class, the total strength of a class is, let's say, 20 students. The total strength of a class is, let's say, 20 students. Okay, but does every student turn up to give an exam? I know some of you have always been absent during the exams and you have all given medical certificates. Yes or no? Okay. So if 20 students are present in a class, how many students are going to come and give the exam? How many of you sincere students are here? How many of them will turn up to actually give the exam? 15, 18. That's high expectations. 14. And that's true. Okay. So let's say only 15 people will come to give an examination. Okay. 15 people will come to give an examination. So when we do a left join, okay, focus here. When we do a left join, okay, the people who have not given the exam, okay, what will they get? They will basically get a 0 or they will get a null value. Is that clear? Okay, but the entire result will still come. That is a left join. Okay, and in this case, what would be an inner join? Okay, in this case, what would be an inner join? Okay, so inner join would be just those people who have appeared the exams. I hope that is completely clear. I hope that is completely clear. Clear. Alright, amazing. Let's move ahead then. Okay, let's move ahead. Now, the next thing that I'd like to show you is modern database technologies using AI. Okay, now I just told you about something called as MySQL. Okay, what other type of SQL or database have you heard of? Okay, what other type of SQL or database have you heard of? MongoDB. Yes, absolutely. This is a very popular one. What other things have you heard of? Okay, I know some of you must have heard of PostgreSQL. Okay, some of you have also heard of SSMS SQL Server. Okay, some of you may have also heard of NoSQL. Okay, right. So for any one of us, it's not easy to be aware of all of the upcoming changes. Yes or no? Most of us are not really aware of what is going on in the latest and greatest of databases. Okay, and yet everything keeps on updating pretty regularly. Yes or no? Okay, so let's say you want to understand what's the difference between, let's say, you want to understand the difference between, let's say, MySQL, okay, and let's say SSMS, okay, let's say SQL Server, okay. So in that case, again, you can use absolutely any LLM, okay. So let's go to Gemini here, okay. So we'll go to Gemini here, and whatever you want to know about some new type of database, okay, you can simply ask it, what's the difference between MySQL and SQL Server? Okay, give me 3 syntax differences. Okay, now why am I saying syntax differences? Because I want to keep it to the point. Okay, sometimes you may be going to give an interview. Okay, and in those times you must absolutely know what syntax differences are present in different SQL versions. Okay, so pressing enter, it will basically give me what key differences are present right here. Okay, so platform support, query language, scalability and lots of other differences as well. Okay, now I don't like how this is presented. Okay, so I'll say give it to me in a tabular manner. Okay, so it will give this to me in a tabular manner, whatever the differences are there. Okay, guys, is this going to be helpful? Yes or no? Is this going to be helpful? Yes, yes, helpful, yes. That's nice, that's nice. Okay, now, so one more thing that I want to tell you, one must always stay up to date. Okay, it's very important that we must stay up to date in the world. Okay, so you can simply ask it, what are the latest updates in the world of SQL? Okay, and it will tell you what are the latest updates that you must keep in hand. Okay, however, we have already done this for you. Okay, we have already done this for you, and my team has shared a Notion link with you. Have you guys opened that Notion link in your other tab? Yes, 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 that's nice. Okay, so I'll take you to that Notion link right here. Okay, and I'm going to give you a small surprise. Okay, whatever we have been discussing so far, okay, whatever we have been discussing so far, I and my team have worked hard to give it to you completely. Okay, so tools used in today's session, how to use AI tools, we have that right here, W3 Schools, ChatGPT and Claude. Okay, then talking about SQL concepts made simple, we have SQL bold labeled right here, basic data analysis and all of that. Okay, so you don't have to do anything. Okay, you just have to sit back and enjoy and pay complete attention. Okay, guys, loving it so far? Yes, yes, loving it. That's nice, that's nice, that's nice. Now, so like I was saying, yes, that's nice, guys. I like your encouragement, and we need to keep up this interaction. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, now, like I said, I've already compiled a list of modern database technologies for you guys to start to give you a head start. Okay, so we have it right here, modern database technologies using AI. I have already made it for you. We have relational databases. Okay, we have NoSQL databases. Some of you must have definitely heard of at least RDBMS or NoSQL databases. Okay, but let me see if you've heard more about it. Okay, there are some new SQL databases that are also coming up that combine your traditional SQL with NoSQL. Okay, this is basically best of both worlds. Okay, apart from that, time series databases. Okay, now I am 100% sure each one of you can guess at least one use of time series database. Okay, let me explain. Time series database contains information with respect to time or mapped to time. Okay, I know everybody can tell me at least one use of a time series database. Come on, tell me. Okay, few of you have got it. I'm waiting for the others. Few of you have got it, but I'm waiting for the others. Okay. Yes, yes. Alright. So lots of you people have got it. Its most common uses in stock prices. Okay. Yes or no? So how many of you have ever invested in the stock market or played with Bitcoin or did any sort of analysis, back testing on stock markets? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so in that particular case, the kind of data that you will get it something like this. Okay, so at 201.33, the price index of this particular share was this. Okay, or at 3 p.m. 16 minutes 43 seconds, the value of Tata Motors was something like this. Okay, so whenever we have time related data, we typically use a time series database. Okay, apart from that, we have in-memory databases. So in-memory database basically means that it's not in the long-term storage, it has been brought into the short-term storage because we are trying to manipulate it. Okay, and then we have vector databases. Okay, and I'm going to hide this suddenly. Okay, now who knows what is vector databases majorly used for? Who knows what is, I think you guys can still see it. Who knows what is vector databases majorly used for? Okay, so vector databases is majorly correct, absolutely right. Okay, so vector databases is majorly used for all of AIs, LLMs and NLPs. Okay, so talking about vector databases are the thing, okay, that has enabled AI to develop so far. Guys, are you guys mind blown that we have already done some research for you, okay, and now that is needed is hard and smart work from your side, okay. Guys, will this list be useful for you if you're trying to learn something new, if you're trying to stay up to date? Yes, yes. Useful? Yes, yes. That's nice, guys. Guys, is the session mind blowing? I have not seen an MB drop in the chat for a long time. Come on, MB. That's nice. Alright, rocking ahead. Alright, moving ahead. Okay, let's see what else do I have for you today. Moving ahead, modern database technologies using AI. Moving ahead. Okay, interview preparation for SQL using AI strategies. Okay, now guys, if you think the session so far has been good or great or whatever, okay, this is what is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. Okay, this is going to change your life forever. Okay, mark my words, this is going to change your life forever. Okay, all right, so interview preparation for SQL using AI strategies. Okay, now the best tool for this is Perplexity. Okay, the best tool for this particular thing is Perplexity. All right, now, so here what we are talking about is interviews. Okay, here what we are talking about is interviews specifically in the field of SQL. Okay, how can you leverage AI to make your work easier? Okay, so all of you might be working, might be students, you have things occupying you all week. You don't have the time to search for questions, to look for what is the salary range, to look for what kind of questions does this particular company asks me. Okay, AI is there to be your absolutely obedient helper. Okay, everybody look at this carefully. Okay, so let's say I'm trying to apply for a data analyst job at Uber. Okay, so what will I ask it? Okay, so I'm going to say I am applying for a data analyst job at Uber. Okay, let's not say applying, I have an interview. Okay, I have an interview for a data analyst job and interview. Okay, the first round is SQL. Okay, help me prepare by giving me common interview questions for SQL at Uber. Okay, and also give me sample answers. Okay, pretty simple prompt, yes or no? Anybody of us could have typed this prompt, yes or no? Does this prompt feel too difficult, too complicated, anything that I would have needed the Aladdin's Chirag or Aladdin's genie to type this one? It was pretty simple, right? I just told it what I wanted. Okay, you will not believe the power this has. Let me press enter. Okay, let me press enter, let this finish, and you will be mind blown. Okay, guys, how many of you feel now that ChatGPT was perhaps not as awesome as you thought? How many of you feel that there are other tools also, okay, that have so much potential that we simply did not know about? Okay, now guys, Perplexity has finished. Okay, be ready to be amazed. Okay, now, so what we have here is that not only do we have common SQL interviews at Uber, okay, so it has given me the question, it has given me the solution, giving me the question, giving me the solution, the question, the solution. Okay, but this is just 30% of it. Okay, let's move on to the sources tab. Ready? Guys, are you ready? I won't click till you say that you are ready. Okay, ready? Should click it? Alright, let's click that. Okay, be ready to be mind blown. Okay, so it has given me everything. Okay, it has given me a website where we have Uber links, it has given me a LinkedIn where we have the Uber interviews, it has given me interview query, it has given me this. Okay, and it has also given me YouTube videos where this is present. Okay, apart from that, let me modify this. Okay, let me modify this a little bit. Okay, if I were to say, okay, give me YouTube links, okay, give me YouTube links, okay, it will give me everything about that also. Okay, let it finish. Okay, let it finish, and check out the thumbnails. Okay, SQL x Uber. Okay, Uber SQL interviews, Uber SQL interview. Okay, Uber SQL interview, Uber SQL interview. Guys, what do you think? Uber data analyst, okay, SQL problems, Uber. What do you guys think? Okay, friendship with ChatGPT, Katti. What do you guys think? Tell me if this has been mind blowing. Tell me if this is going to change your life forever now. Mind blowing, mind blowing. Yes, okay. And of course, this is not just for data analyst MB. That's nice. Okay. So this is not, of course, just valid for Uber or data analyst or SQL. Okay. Whatever job you're looking for, product analyst, quality assessment, everything. Okay. Whatever job, whatever company, just put it in Perplexity. It will give you links beautifully. Okay. Guys, we are 50% down. We've gone from 10 hacks to 6 hacks. We have covered 5 hacks so far. How many of you feel that this has been life changing? Okay, I know at least this thing is life changing. How many of you feel that yes, this has been an amazing session so far? MB? Yes, amazing. That's nice. Are you ready to check out what we still have in store for you? Okay, 50% down, 50% more to go. Okay, but I'm sure even this 50% have changed your life. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to drink some water. Okay, but till then, tell me, what do you think so far? What has been the most amazing thing that you have seen so far? I'm not going to give you a lot of time. I'm just drinking some water, and in the meanwhile, we'll do a little bit of chit chat. Okay, so what has been the most amazing thing so far, and how will you guys use it? Everything has been amazing. Pick one. I know everything has been amazing, and even when I keep searching for new things on how to make life easy, how to make my life easy, I keep finding new tools. Artifacts was the best thing. That's amazing. See, whatever you are preparing for, I have used artifacts because I wanted to learn about the capitals of each country. So I did make a flashcard of capitals of each country so that I can memorize it. Okay, and it gave me that beautifully. Perplexity is amazing. See, every LLM is amazing. Every tool is amazing. The important part is knowing how to use it. Okay, Cloud Artifacts. It seems like Cloud Artifacts is by far the most new thing that a lot of people have experienced. Is that your experience? Yes. Alright, guys. 50% down, 50% to go. And guys, if you think that this is amazing, I have the best for the last. Okay, I have saved the best for the last. Now, ready to move on to the next one? Alright, the next one. Okay, now the next one that I have for you here is SQL query optimization using AI tools with lead code. Okay, now how many of you used lead code for your interview preparation? How many of you have heard of lead code, used lead code, whatever? Okay, yes. So I can see a few of you have used lead code. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to discuss is query optimization. Okay, why do I need to optimize a query? Okay, if my query is running, I'm getting an answer. Why do I need to optimize it? Okay, now tell me how many of you relate to this. Okay, tell me how many of you relate to this. Okay, now when I was in Bangalore, okay, whenever I travel to Bangalore, I have seen my friends do this. And tell me if you do this also. Okay, they will open up Uber, start booking a cab. They will open up Ola, start booking a cab. They will open up Rapido, start booking a cab, and they will open up Namayatri also, and they will start booking a cab. Tell me how many of you have done this as well. Tell me, you have, you have done that. Everybody has. Alright. So the reason somebody is saying yes, right? So what we do at that point of time, okay, is whichever cab books first, okay, whichever cab books first, we simply take that and we cancel all the rest. Yes or no? So here, every company is highly motivated. Okay, every company is highly motivated to basically optimize or pair up a passenger with a cab as quickly as possible. Yes or no? Okay, because there is a huge difference between allotting somebody a cab in 3 seconds and allotting somebody a cab in 30 seconds. Okay, because by this time this customer has been irritated and they will close the app. Tell me how many of you have done that also. You know, out of irritation, you close the app and just book the auto. We take money, how much you will take. How many of you have done? Okay, so this is where optimization is highly important. Not only should your code be good and get correct results, but it should also be highly optimized. Okay, now why is optimization important? Let's take you to lead code as well. Okay, so we'll do two things. No, we'll kill two birds with one stone. I'll show you what lead code is. Okay, and I'll also show you why do we need optimization. Okay, so I'm showing you this particular page, which is your SQL 50. Okay, so SQL 50 is basically a set of 50 problems in SQL. Okay, that if you do, you will crack any SQL interview. Okay, if you do these 50 questions in lead code, you can absolutely crack any SQL interview. Of course, it takes time. It took me, I think, 3 weeks to 1 month to complete through all of this. But you guys, with the help of AIs, can do it in 2 weeks. I promise that, or even in 1 week. Okay. Now, why is query optimization important? Okay. So I have a very particular question here that I have opened up for you guys. Okay. This is some sample code. Don't worry too much about it right now. Okay, don't worry too much about it right now. Now, if you will see, okay, so in lead code we have a question statement. Okay, we have a table which contains whatever information we need for the question. Okay, and then lead code also gives us what is the sample output that it is looking for. Okay, and then here we write our code. So just to save time, I have already written the code right here. Okay. Now, the best thing or the absolutely amazing thing about lead code is that when you submit this, okay. Now guys, like I said, whenever my Chrome loads, my video might freeze. Don't worry about it. The screen will work perfectly. My audio will work perfectly. Okay. So now pay attention here. So whenever I submit this practice code, okay, let me submit this. Okay. Okay, now look at something here. Okay, whenever I submit this code, it is going to show me a graph here. Okay, this graph shows me the optimization for this particular code. Okay, for this particular code that I have written. Okay, and I can see that my code takes 350 milliseconds to run. Okay, and it is better than 65% of the people. Okay, it is better than 65% of the code that people have written. Okay, now of course 65 beating 65% people, does that even get you in the top 10% of anything? Okay, see, if there are 100 people and if you can beat just 65, okay, are you even in the top 10%? Okay, of course we are not even in the top 10%. Okay, so our code needs to be even more optimized. Okay, now let's say somebody else has written a different code. Okay, now I'm going to take it to a different tab. Same question, just a different code. Okay, same question, same manager with at least 5 direct reportees. Same, the question is the same here. Manager with at least 5 direct reportees. Okay, the question is exactly the same. All right. Now, the code is slightly different. Okay, let me run this particular code. Let me run this code and let's see what we get. Okay, so in this particular case, what we get is that this just beats 45% of the people. Okay, so the previous code was code 1, this is code 2. Okay, clearly which code will you prefer? Okay, clearly which code will you prefer? Okay, of course you will prefer code 1. Okay, now how can I optimize this? Okay, once you know you have gotten the correct answer, okay, once you know you have gotten the correct answer, okay, you can the code here, not the data here. Okay, you can copy your code, go to absolutely any LLM. Let's say I am here in ChatGPT. Of course, we can also use Claude because now Claude is my best friend. Okay, let's say we use Claude. Okay, I can say optimize this query. Okay, don't change output. Okay, so I'm giving it my query. So see, this way I have not given it any data. This way I have not given it any data, just the code. Okay, so this has given me that. Okay, so it is basically changing my code here. Changing my code. Where's my final code? Okay, so I guess this is my final code. Is this different? Yes. Okay, it is different. Let me run this particular code. Putting this here, placing this here. Okay, remember this code beat 45%. Okay, beats 45%. Let me paste this here. Okay, let's hope this does better. Let me run this. Okay, and fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Wow, wow. Did you just see how many did that beat? Did you just see how many did that beat? Okay, this just beat 98% of all the code that was human written. Okay, awesome, isn't it? Okay, now this is just an 8-line code. Imagine a 200-line code, okay, that AI can optimize just like that. Okay, can you imagine the boost in productivity? Can you imagine bragging to your manager that, boss, I changed it from beating 45% to beating 98%? Yes or no? Has this been amazing? Did this blow your mind? Okay, this definitely blew my mind. Yes, no? Amazing, amazing. Are you guys ready for what more we have in store for you? Okay, alright, let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. Okay, now the next thing that I have in store for you, okay, is database design made simple using AI tools. Okay, now let's say your company is launching something new. Okay, your company wants to launch something new and they're like, Mr. ABC, I have heard that you are amazing with AI. Okay, I've heard that you are amazing with AI. Draw a database for us. Okay, draw a database design for us. Okay, now a database design here, what that means is, okay, so a database design, think of what it means. Basically, think of it in terms of, let's say, a Swiggy. Okay, let's think of it in terms of Swiggy. Okay, so Swiggy will have various different databases. Okay, it will have a database for all the restaurants. It will have a database for all the delivery partners, and it will have a database for all the customers. Okay, and of course, all these three databases need to connect with each other. Yes or no? Okay, so simple example, Swiggy, of course, we know that there are three particular entities. Okay, we have the hotels, we have the consumers, okay, and we have the delivery partners. And for all of these three, okay, for all of these three, we basically need to have interconnectivity between these three things. Yes, no? Okay, now if somebody asks you, okay, Mr. ABC, for what all things we need to keep in mind, what data should we collect in the customer table, what data should we collect in the restaurant table, okay, should we collect location, name, rating, veg, non-veg, the menus, okay, the opening time, closing time, and all that. Okay, so lots of data to collect, and anybody can get confused. Okay, my god, what all data should I collect? Okay, for the customer, what all should you collect? Customer name, customer phone number, customer location, customer previous orders, does the customer prefer credit cards, what are all their saved cards, and so many other things. Okay, so if you are very confused, okay, so what all should I consider? Okay, this is again where AI can help you out in making a quick decision. Okay, so AI will take you 60% there, you still have to do the rest 40%, but taking the 60% is what does the magic. Okay, so let's take you to AI. Okay, and let's design a food delivery app. Okay, so it is asking me for a database design. Okay, so what I'm going to tell it is that which LLM would you want me to use here now? Okay, this is going to be the people's choice. Which LLM do you want me to use? Which LLM do you want me to use? I haven't used ChatGPT a lot. Okay, ChatGPT is still very blank here right now. Okay, let's use ChatGPT. Okay, Claude has been the hero of our show. We cannot keep using Claude. Claude needs to rest for its next amazing match. Okay, now, so let's use ChatGPT. Okay, so I want to design, I want a database design, okay, for a food delivery company. Okay, the company will have three tables. Okay, what are the tables? The customer, okay, delivery agent, okay, and restaurant. Okay, uh, just draw the ER diagram. Okay, the ER diagram is basically entity relation. Okay, I'll tell you what it is. I'll show you that to you in just a second. The entity relation just draw the entity relation diagram. Okay, now I am going to stop for a second here. Okay, why am I going to stop for a second here? Because I know chat gpt is very slow at drawing images. Okay, should we go back to Claude? Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll do it here. Okay, and I will also do it in Claude as well. Okay, so I'm pressing enter here. Okay, and let's do this in Claude as well. Let's see who does it faster. Okay, so pressing here again. Okay, let it take its time. We'll check out who does it. See, this is the part where optimization comes into picture. Okay, whoever is able to do it faster. Okay, whoever is able to do it faster, this is where I'll stay. Okay, Claude has only started in the race. Okay, and ChatGPT has not even started yet. Okay, all right, Claude has already done it, I think. Okay, clearly guys, Claude is the hero of today's story. Okay, all right. So what is an ER diagram or an entity relation diagram? Let me show it to you. Okay, so let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. So in this case, what we can see here is that we have a customer table. Everybody, please pay attention. We have a customer table, and what data are we storing in case of customer? We are storing the first name, the last name, the email, phone, address, city, postal code, created and is active. Okay. For the delivery agent, we have agent first name, last name. Oh, I didn't even think of delivery agent names. Okay, their vehicle type, their license number. Of course, we should always keep the delivery agent license number. Okay, is available and so on. Then we have restaurant. Okay, then we have the order table as well. Then we have the menu items, and then we have the order items. Okay, guys, how many of you think that this is going to save you so much time? Okay, if you have to design a database for any company, I just gave you the example of a food delivery company. Okay, but for whatever company you are working for, maybe an airline, maybe some consultancy, how many of you think that this would have saved you at least 1.5 hour of headache? How many of you feel that? Okay, and that in under 10 seconds. Drop in and what should you drop in? Tell me, what should you drop in? Okay, drop in an HE for high, drop in an HE for high efficiency, guys. Okay, so if you feel that this would be highly efficient, okay, if you feel that this would be highly efficient, this would save you so much time, drop in an HE, guys. Okay, now I am a fan of short form, so I'll keep doing that. Okay, but again, I hope you guys are able to see how useful all of this is. Yes, no? Yes, yes, yes. All right. Let's move ahead. Okay, let's move ahead. Now, the next thing that I have for you here. Okay, now I'm going to take a short pause here. Okay, I'm going to take a very short pause here. Okay, and I would like to show you something. Okay, so please, how many of you know this particular guy? Who's this particular guy? Does anybody know? Does anybody know who's this particular guy? No. Okay, some of you know them. Okay, yes, yes. So this guy is the founder of Cred. Okay, correct. Kunal Bal, I think. Kunal Bala? Kunal Shah. Sorry, my bad. So I know that he's the founder of Cred. Kunal Shah. My bad. My bad. I think Kunal Bal was Snapdeal or something. Anyways. Okay. So all of us keep thinking that what is the future of AI. Okay. So let's listen to this particular guy and then we'll come back to it. Okay. But I do want to take a very short break to show you about this particular thing. Okay. So ready for me to play this? Okay. But I think I'll have to share my sound as well. So just give me a second. Okay. Because I think I'll need to share my sound as well. Okay. Give me just a second. Alrighty. Share please. Okay, just give me a second. Alright. So sharing this. Will
Aman, I think you are not audible, but yeah, you can skip it. I can show it afterwards. You can move on with your session. Aman, you are not audible. I think we are not able to hear you. Folks, can you hear Aman? No, no, no. Aman, kindly just try to mute and unmute yourself.
Alright, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but now there is some sort of glitch on your screen. Maybe it will get counted soon.
Alright, just let me reshare this once again. Alright, back. Can everybody see my screen right now? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, alright. Alright. Let's move ahead.
When there's some sort of glitch, I think you should stop sharing your screen and start sharing it once again.
Okay, alright. Alright, so I hope I am visible. Let me share my screen right now. Is that perfectly okay? Guys, is this better now? Yeah. Yes, it's better. Guys, can everybody see my screen right now? Yes, alright. So, good pause, no worries. Let's move ahead. Okay. Now I wanted to show you what Mr. Kunal Bal's. Can people hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but I think there is some sort of glitch on your screen. So maybe I'll share my screen, and after that you can share your screen. So maybe it will be sorted. Okay. So folks, let me just play the video. All right. My apologies for the inconvenience, but let's see what Kunal has to say about this AI revolution. Okay, he is one of the most one of the smartest founder when it comes to the thought leadership, and he has something to say about it.
In a world where there is so much disruption, there is so much change, and there is such constant pace of change, what is your big fear today as an entrepreneur?
If I go really fast forward, not as an entrepreneur, I think as humanity, we are not realizing the risk of AI. We see it and we feel it's like a cool demo we see on ChatGPT and we are done with it. But I can tell you with confidence that 90% of people who have jobs right now today may not have their jobs relevance in 10 years from now. And I don't think humans can upskill so quickly. So a lot of people say, oh, technology has come, computer has come, you all upskilled. But the thing is that this time to upskill is going to be a real challenge, and unless you are a very curious, compounding person, everybody's jobs are at risk. So that's what my biggest worry is right now.
Folks who feels like Kunal Shah is absolutely on the spot, absolutely on the spot. Yes. Do you think just learning for 3-4 hours AI is going to cut it, right? I can tell you with confidence, right? I had support team of 50-60 people serving X number of customers. Right now we have 5x number of the customers, and right now my support team is of 20 people, right? Because we have implemented AI over there. Similar thing for my tech team, right? We have scaled a lot, but we haven't scaled our tech team a lot. Why? Because AI productivity gains are starting to hit, right? And that's across everywhere, right? That's across everywhere. So it is very, very important for us to upskill ourselves very, very aggressively, right? Upskill ourselves very, very aggressively. Okay, Aman, can you try sharing your screen?
All right, let me try once again. Hopefully this has gotten sorted. Let's try once again. Okay, what's a tech webinar without some tech glitches? Let's try once again. Okay.
Maybe
I'm sure this will work out. Yes. Did this work out?
Yeah. So it is good now.
See, what's a tech webinar without some tech glitches in between? People, we need constant entertainment in between. Alright, guys. So, guys, I hope you did not get bored of me. Guys, should I come back or should I go away? Come on. What do you guys think? Should I let Aditya? No, see, I don't want to let Aditya take over. I still have some more stuff to show. Guys, should I go away or should I let Aditya continue? I should come back. Guys, you need to tell me, you need to ask me to come back. Otherwise, I'm going away. Aditya, I'm going away. Bye. Guys, so those of you that want me to come back, please come back, please. That's right. Alright, guys. Back again. Thank you, Aditya, for taking over for me. You've been amazing. Alright, guys. Ready to rock and roll once again? Alright, let's continue. So, like I was going to tell you, advanced SQL query writing using AI. Alright. Now, so of course, it's at one point of time we need to stop writing the beginner queries, okay, and sometimes we need to start writing code that are hundreds of lines or 200s of lines long, okay. How many of you that are experienced have written longer lines of code? What's the longest code that you have written? What's the longest SQL code that you've written? Okay, of course, I know some of you might have written 400 lines, my 800 lines. What are you guys doing? Are you guys combining Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp? So, right, so there are 400 line codes, 800 lines code. Anybody with 200 can also say that. You don't need to feel a complex. Okay, so people with 400 lines of code, with 800 lines of code, okay, and I know that some of you may not have written that long code, okay, 1200 lines of code. Damn, okay, you guys are the real heroes. Okay, so of course those that have written 1200 lines of code know how difficult it is to understand it, okay, how difficult it is to make someone else understand it. Okay, now can anybody tell me what is the meaning of legacy code? Has anybody heard the term legacy code? No? Anybody? So legacy code simply means that code that was already present, okay, code that you have inherited. Maybe you are joining new in a company, okay, maybe you are joining new in a company and you get to see your previous predecessor's code, okay, so that is basically called as legacy code. Okay, now tell me people, is it easy to understand someone else's code? Okay, I cannot even understand someone else's essay. Okay, I cannot even understand someone else's handwriting, someone else's essay, someone else's instructions. Okay, if you were to tell me please look there, I won't even know where to look. Okay, so it's really difficult to understand someone's code as well. Okay, now this is where AI comes into picture. Okay, imagine inheriting a 1000 line code. Is it possible, is it humanly possible for you to understand it in 30 seconds or even an hour? It's simply not possible because we won't know where all the code is coming from. Okay, so this is where our AI comes in handy. Okay, so I have a pretty big code present right here. Okay, let me copy that and let me show you why I, or what use can I make out of this advanced code and this advanced AI. Okay, so again I can take the help of any particular AI. Since Claude has been my hero so far, I'm going to use Claude once again. Oh no, let's take ChatGPT. Okay, let's take ChatGPT. Okay, so I have this legacy code. I have this legacy code. Help me understand this. Okay, help me understand it. Okay, so and I paste this legacy. Let me paste it, then I'll show you how long this particular code was. Okay, now as you can see, okay, this is not a very long code. I would say this is what, 20 lines. Okay, but even then, to understand this 20 lines of code, okay, how long do you think it would have taken you? Okay, even with this 20 lines of code, okay, how long do you think it would have taken you? Okay, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, half an hour. Okay, now AI has given me to it immediately. Okay, it has given me a summary. It has given me a summary. This SQL query retrieves a summary of the 10 highest web order projects above 500 placed by active users in the year 2 hours with data. Okay, in the year 2023, including information about the user, order, products, and the city. Okay, and let's break it down step by step. Okay, now guys, I don't know about you. Okay, but my teachers were very strict. Okay, they were like, should I tell you all of this step by step? Why can't you follow? Okay, how many of you had very patient teachers and how many of you had the teachers like I had who were like, you can't you understand, do it by yourself. Okay, I cannot do it step by step. How many of you had teachers like that and how many of you had very patient teachers like myself? How many of you had that? Okay, so what AI does is that AI breaks it down very step by step, okay, so that you can just read it. Now you don't have to look at the code, okay, because if I were to look at the code, where is this U? Okay, so this U is from users. Okay, where is this O? Okay, this O is from, this O is from orders. Okay, where is this? Okay, so where is the order rate? Where is the order rates? Okay, so I'll have to find out where is the order rate. Okay, so in this case AI basically breaks it down for me very simply. Okay, the having clause, the limit, the offset, the order by, and all of that. Okay, and apart from that, oh, look at something amazing. Okay, look at something amazing. My code had some issue that I did not even know. Okay, my code had some issue that I did not even know, and it has immediately suggested me a fix. Okay, let me see what was the problem. Okay, so it has given me a nice breakdown, issues in the query. Okay, guys, how long it would have taken you to debug this particular code? I know some of you must have done at least a little bit of debugging. Okay, so how long it would have taken you to debug this? My God, I cannot even look at this code. Okay, so it would have taken you easily 1 hour, 2 hours to debug this code. Okay, and imagine 1000 line codes that some of you are already working with. Okay, so it has already suggested me a fix, and now I can basically run it. Okay, does everybody understand how we can save so much time? It has given me a complete understanding. It has also given me what is my issue. Okay, guys, am I audible to everyone? Yes, if I am audible, then why aren't you guys interacting? Okay, can you guys see the effect of time management and time saving and efficiency that we can get here? Okay, so not only is it given me what is the issue with this query, and is also given me what can we do to fix it. I hope that is clear to everyone. Yes, clear to everyone. Okay, now guys, I have, like I said, I have saved the best for the last. Okay, let's quickly go to the second one, and like I said, I have saved the best for the last. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, now the next one here, again, this one was advanced SQL query writing using AI. You can give it whatever code you have, 1000 line code, 1200 line code, 2000 line code, and it will basically fix it for you or make it easy for you to understand. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Ever heard of a data pipeline? Okay, what do you guys think? What does data pipeline essentially mean? Okay, what does data pipeline essentially mean? Okay. Correct, the flow of data. Correct, ETL also. Correct, the flow of data, ETL, extract, transform, load. Okay, how data is collected, manipulated, and then passed on for further processing. Okay, so that is essentially what is a data pipeline as well. Okay, now, so here, how do we build an entire data pipeline using AI? Okay, now, so I'm going to show you a sample here. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how we can build it quickly using AI. Okay, now let me first show you what is a sample data pipeline here. Okay, I have this amazing hotel data pipeline right here. Okay, everybody please pay attention. It will take you just one moment. Okay, and you will be fully able to understand it. Okay, now if I want to book a hotel, what are my sources of booking that? Okay, I can of course use Make My Trip on my phone. Okay, or of course I can go to the hotel website on my browser. Okay, or of course I can call the front desk and I can ask them, okay, dude, what are your rates for from this date to this date? I need to book a room for these many people. Okay, so there are several ways in which a booking can originate. That is your source of data. Okay, so I can basically use a website app. Okay, I can call them up, so that would be their CRM. Okay, I can basically make a payment using Razorpay or Amazon or anything, and that would be your source of data. Okay, but now that I've made a payment or made a booking, that information now needs to go to the hotel and the hotel management. Okay, why? So that they can see how many bookings do they have for today. They also have to decrease the rooms available. Okay, they also have to tell their staff to now start preparing their rooms or start cleaning up their rooms. Okay, and then when I check in, they will have my information, whatever I use, they will collect that, whatever food I use, and so on. Okay, and at the end when I check out, they will present me with a completed bill, and when I go away, when I go to my home, I will get a link on my phone asking for what? Asking for what? When you get home from your hotel or from anything, you get a link asking for, correct, asking for feedback. Okay, so this entire way that the data flows is called as a data pipeline. I hope everybody understands what is a data pipeline. Yes. Okay, now again, so I'm going to use Claude here because again, like I said, Claude is very good with visuals. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to draw a simple data pipeline. Okay, for, again, let's take a food delivery app. Okay, for a food delivery app. Okay. Now, since I don't want it to take a lot of time, okay, I'm going to say keep it simple. Okay. So let's press enter. Now, by the way, guys, this is pretty much similar to what we did for using database design. Okay, so we can also build a data pipeline so that it becomes very easy for us to plan it and execute it. Okay, so that our work gets finished on time and our project gets finished on time. Okay, so how many of you have pulled all nighters because your projects were taking too long, because there were constant delays, because this vendor has not returned with this data, that vendor has not returned with this data? How many of you have had to pull long nights because of that? You, one of you, long nights, right? Exactly. So all of us have done that. Okay, so all of us have done that, and with the help of this, we can basically finish up our work quicker and have a basic 9 to 5 work. Okay, let me give it some time for it to finish. Okay, and I can assure you, I cannot make something this beautiful. My handwriting is also not good. Okay, my handwriting is also not good. I cannot even comment on my drawing. Okay, so as you can see, I gave it a very simple prompt. Okay, draw a simple pipeline for a food delivery app, and as you could see, it has given me a good output. Okay, now of course this could be improved a lot. Okay, but the more I change the prompt here, the better improvement it can make. Okay, but I still hope that you guys can see the value, okay, and the amount of time saving that it is bringing. Okay, so it is basically saying that I get the data sources, mobile app, restaurant, delivery, data ingestion, data processing, and then ML engine, alerts, monitoring, business intelligence, and so on. Okay, guys, we are on the very last step. Okay, guys, we are on the very last step. I know some of you are, we are on the very last step. Just bear with me. Okay, now, so this was the data pipeline thing. Like I said, I have saved the best for the last. Okay, I have saved the best for the last. Guys, hold on. I have saved the best for the last. Don't go. Save the best for the last. All right. The last part that I would love to show you, okay, and trust me, this is going to be the killer of the show. Okay, the last part that I'm going to show you is how to use AI tools to build whole SQL data application. Okay, an entire application. Okay, this is not just writing a code, this is not just designing a visual, this is writing an entire application. Okay, all right. Now, so the tool that I want to show you here is Cursor. Okay, how many of you have heard of this tool? Okay, is Cursor visible? No, my cursor is not visible. Let me share it. Okay, let me share Cursor as well. Okay, all right. Now, guys, can you see a very cool looking slick? Yes, no. Okay. Can you guys this very sleek looking application? Yes. Okay. You will not believe its power. Okay. So this cursor app, you can basically use it to make any app. Okay. So let me build an app right now. Okay. And I will show you something absolutely amazing. Let me first just give it a prompt. Okay. I'll read out the prompt. Don't worry. Okay. I'll read out the prompt. I'm going to, make this slightly easy to read. I'm going to make this slightly easy to read. Okay. Let me just do a little bit of changes. Okay. Now, all right, guys. So let me tell you what I have asked it to do here. Okay, please create a Node.js application. I have no idea what is Node.js. Okay, I cannot work it. Okay, please create a Node.js application that connects to my MongoDB database. Okay, that connects to my MongoDB database and fetches hotel details. There are some details, we can ignore it for now. Okay, display the list of hotels on a web page one by one. Include filters in the UI by place and rating. Okay, I have told it what I want. Okay, display the list of hotels on a web page one by one, including filters and blah blah blah. Okay, build everything in a single file. Okay, that is server.js or index.js, and provide instructions to run it. Okay, I don't know Node.js, but let me press enter. Okay, I've told it to do everything in one particular app. Okay, let's let it do it work. It's writing faster than I can read. How many of you have heard of cursor.ai? So as you can see, this index.js has already appeared. Okay. Oh wow, the code has already appeared, and it's basically doing everything for me. Okay, it's basically doing everything for me. Okay, so I'm going to let it finish. I can clearly see that it's still generating. I'll let it finish, and wow, done. Okay, done. Less than a minute. Okay, less than a minute. Okay, let me do this. Let me run this. Okay, oh, it has already run. It is already running it. I just pressed run here. It is running this right here. What is it asking? Oh, it's asking me to accept the file. Okay. Is it done? It's still doing it. Okay, it's still doing it. Let's give it a second. Okay, you will not believe this. I have saved the best for the last. Okay, and this app also looks pretty cool. I mean, looks very sleek, very stylish. I in fact like how the app looks. Okay, I'm going to let it finish. And done. Okay, done. Let's do the next one. Run. Okay, and it's going to run in just 1 second. Yes, it looks very similar to VS Code. Yes, that's perfectly right. It looks very similar to VS Code. You know, even VS Code has an explorer right here, a terminal right here, code right here, and sometimes you can review stuff or the extensions right here. Yes, it's pretty similar to VS Code. Okay, so I'm going to let this run in just 1 second. It will show me the next part that I have to do. See, already I just pressed run here and it is already doing its job. Done. It is already starting the application. By the way, guys, I have no idea about node.js. Okay, done. Server is running. Alright, so let me copy this link right here. Okay, copy it and let me go to my Chrome. Okay, can you guys see Chrome? No, you guys cannot see Chrome. Oh yes, you guys can see Chrome. Okay, let me paste this link here. Okay, now I know some of you said that you guys are experienced in SQL. Okay, but tell me if you could have done this much in the same amount of time. Okay, guys, could you have made this interface in the same amount of time? Okay, I can basically filter it by places. Okay, so just Bangalore, apply filters. Okay, I can do just Kolkata, apply filters. Okay, I can do Shimla, apply filters, and so on. Okay, guys, tell me, how much of time did it just save you? Okay, I could not have completed this even in a week, because I will have to learn Node.js, then I have to do this, and I have to debug, and I'll probably give up midway. Okay, but here, as you can see, we were able to do it so easily with just the simplest of prompts. Okay, guys, is everybody able to see the power of AI? Okay, guys, is everybody able to see the power of AI? Yes. Are you guys mind blown? Okay, are you guys mind blown? And guys, this is not it. We are not even done yet. Okay, we are not even done yet. I'm going to let Aditya take over and I'm going to show you something amazing. Okay, Aditya is going to show you amazing how to create any dashboard, any visualization in minutes. Okay, Aditya, all over to you.
Absolutely. Folks, by the way, can you believe, right? Can you believe you can, like, if you increase your efficiency by so much, right? Somebody said, like, you have 10 years of experience in SQL, right? So can you believe, like, we can increase the efficiency by so much SQL? Yes. All the beginners who are just starting with SQL, do you think learning SQL in traditional way will compete anymore? Do you think like learning SQL in traditional way is going to be relevant for upcoming future? Right? Now, do you understand like why learning SQL using AI is important? Yes. And we are just seeing like tip of the iceberg. By the way, folks, would you also like to learn more about visualization, right? I understand like today I invited you for SQL using AI workshop, but let's do some bonus things, right? So, would you also like to learn about visualization? How you go on Julius.ai. Once you are here, what you have to do? Just attach the file that you want to analyze, right? So, in my case, I just downloaded one dataset from Kaggle, right? So let me just attach it over here. I have like downloaded this shopping trends database. Okay. So I hope it is attached. Okay. So it is attached. Okay. And here you can go through the data, and you can ask it to like create some sorts of visualization in natural language, right? So here I'm seeing like there is customer ID, age, gender, item purchased, purchase amount, right? So what I can do, give me visualization for age versus purchase amount, right? I'm just giving a random prompt, right? Purchase amount, and I uploaded this data in CSV format. You can upload in Excel format, you can upload in PDF format as well, it doesn't matter, and you can upload large data set as well, right? Now I'll just write this in simple plain English. I'll hit enter. Now let's see what happens. Okay, so it will write a code, right? It will write a code to do the visualization, right? So it is calling matplotlib. Just see folks, like it is like calling matplotlib library, and it is calling pyplot, right? It is writing entire Python code, it is running the code, and folks, now let's see what it has given me, right? Folks, are you absolutely mind blown? Are you absolutely mind blown? Who is absolutely mind blown? It has plotted me entire chart, right? It has plotted me entire chart, right? I just gave a random prompt. Let's say wanted something in depth. You can ask that, right? You can ask that, it will give exact those things, right? It will give exact those things, right? I'll ask it to like create me multiple dashboards, right? Create me multiple dashboards out of above data I have meet with management, right? I'm like writing in plain English, right? I have meeting with management, create me multiple dashboards to impress my bosses, right? Let's just hit enter, right? And let's see power of the Julius. Okay, folks, again it is writing the code, right? It is writing the multiple code, it is writing multiple codes for creating multiple dashboards, right? And now let's see what kind of dashboard that created for us, right? Folks, who is absolutely mind blown? Who is absolutely mind blown? It has created us so many dashboards, right? Whoever, like folks who are experienced, are you absolutely mind blown or not? By the way, folks, you can edit it, right? You can edit this code, you can see what is happening in backend, everything transferred, right? Folks who are just beginning, who are like aspiring to become data analyst or data scientist, right? Are you absolutely mind blown? Do you think you'll be using like Python or Power BI or SQL in same way going forward, right? Not only this, like let's go in advanced stuff, right? Plot me a 3D plot, right? Plot me a 3D visualization, right? I'm just giving a random prompt, right? I haven't gone into data. Let's say I want to like seriously present it, right? I would just like ask it to like plot me this particular data versus this particular time, right? So it will do it for me. Okay. And now let's see what kind of result we have, folks. Who is absolutely mind blown? Who is absolutely mind blown? MB, AMB, right? Are you absolutely mind blown? Like it has written the entire code, it has also executed that code, and it has plotted that diagram for me. I can use this in my presentation, I can show it to management, I can see backend code as well, right? So that's how powerful it is. Now folks, you are equipped with like how to visualize data using AI. Now you are equipped with how to use like basic AI and SQL, right? Now the most important part, what is the most important part? Applying for the jobs. Makes sense? Does it make sense? Like applying for the jobs is now most important part. Does everyone receive hundreds of calls when we apply for hundreds of jobs? Do we receive hundreds of calls? No, hardly single one, Aditya. Not even one, right? Why does this happen? Let's see why does this happen, right? So let's say there is a simple opening at 2-3 LPA, right? 2-3 LPA. Even for one opening, there are like more than 100 applicants, right? And this is the scenario for each and every job profile in India. Does everyone agree with me, right? All the good, all the entry level, or all the experienced job profiles, for one opening, there are like 1,000 people, 2,000 people applying, right? I can tell you from other end, right? We were hiring data analysts, right? And for two openings, we got more than 2,500 applicants on Naukri, right? And on LinkedIn, we got 1,100 plus applicants, right? So this is how many applications that we get, right? Now, do you think HR possibly has any time to go through all of these applications? Do you think the recruiter can go through all of your applications? Is it humanly possible? No. So at that time, recruiters use something called as ATS. Does anyone know what is ATS? No. Yes, no. ATS is basically, folks, applicant tracking system, right? ATS is basically applicant tracking system. It is AI reviewing your resume for particular job description, right? So when you create ATS friendly resume, likelihood of you receiving calls rises up significantly, right? Among the 1,000 resumes, your resume will be in top 10, right? So likelihood of receiving calls will be very high. So for you guys only, we have created one custom tool, right? We have created one custom tool, which is our AI for Techies resume bot, right? This is our AI for Techies resume bot. So now let's download one random data analyst profile, right? So I'll just type data analyst resume PDF, okay? And now let's just download somebody's somebody's data analysis profile, and let's try to get something done on it, okay? So I have this data analyst profile random, Mamdu Ali Hamza. He is from Giza. So I just download his profile, okay? And now what I'll do, I'll go to our custom bot. By the way, you are going to get notes of it, and in the notes you will be getting all the links which we are discussing today, right? I'm going to give you access to you this bot for absolutely free of cost, okay? So you can optimize your resume whenever you want, okay? So what I'm going to do, I can simply drag and drop this profile right over here, okay? And I'll simply hit enter. All right. So now it is asking me to paste the job description, right? Now it is asking me to paste the job description, okay? I'll paste the job description which I'm applying for, okay? I'll just paste the job description which I'm applying for, okay? I'll copy it, I'll paste it, I'll hit enter. Now folks, just see. Now it is optimizing our profile. Now it is optimizing our resume for all of these points, right? According to the job description, it is optimizing our profile for all of these points, right? And folks, who is absolutely mind blown, drop in MB in the chat box. It is like rewriting our resume according to that job description, right? It is rewriting our resume according to that job description which was mentioned, right? Wow, mind blown, right? So it has completely rewritten our resume. So we can copy this resume and create our new resume, right? And not only that, folks, right? So it is also asking me, would you like to go through the mock interview for this particular profile, right? It is also asking me, would I like to go for the mock interview for this particular profile, right? I'll say yes. Kindly conduct my mock, okay? Folks, are you absolutely mad? Now it is asking me questions, right? It is asking me technical role specific questions. So question number 1 is you are given 2 financial data set. One is internal accounting system and one is client CRP. How would you approach reconciling them into identity discrepancies, right? So now you can turn on this voice mode of ChatGPT and you can give answer to this, and it will be scoring your answer as well. Who is absolutely mind blown? Dropping A and B in the chat box. AMB, right? Even if you are experienced, even if you are a fresher, this bot is going to help you, right? You can give your mock interviews, right? You can do anything you want with this bot. And best part, I'm going to give this bot to you for all of you for free of cost, right? I have trained this bot on all the top questions, all the top resumes, right? And put a lot of efforts into it. But since you are my students, all of you are going to get access to this for absolutely free of cost, okay? All right, folks. Now let's see. Thank you. Yeah, love each and every one of you, right? Now let's see what does CEO of Claude, right? CEO of Claude, the founder of Claude has to say about this AI revolution, okay? Can everyone listen to my
entry-level jobs in areas like finance, consulting, tech, many other areas like that, entry-level white-collar work. I worry that those things are going to be first augmented, but before long replaced by AI systems, and that we may indeed. It's hard to predict the future, but we may indeed have a serious employment crisis on our hands as the pipeline for these early stage white collar work starts to contract and dry up.
What's the timeline here?
I would not be surprised if somewhere between 1 and 5 years we started to see big effects here. You know, I've heard a number of people talk about this in private. AI CEOs talk about this in private. CEOs of other companies talk about this in private. And I really felt that the message that this is happening hasn't been getting out to ordinary people, hasn't been getting out to our legislators, our Congress people either. And so I felt I needed to speak up on the record. I do think that this is something we can prevent this, but we need to act now. I don't think we can stop the AI bus. There are 6 or 7 companies just in the U.S. working in this area. I just run one of them. Even if our company stopped doing what it was doing today, all the other companies would continue. Even if all 6 companies started, then China would beat us. I think that's a big and important threat. So we can't stop the bus, but I do think we may have an opportunity to steer it. This may be a controversial proposal.
Folks, so does everyone agree with him? Does everyone agree with him? Right? So there is something called as AI agents, right? Whatever we learned in this session, just see. Folks, by the way, who is using ChatGPT for more than 2 years now? Right? All of you are professionals, all of you have really, really good tech background, right? So, by the way, you are using ChatGPT for past 2 years, right? Have you seen like 20x, 30x improvement in ChatGPT in past 1 year or so? Or is it just me, right? In just 1 year, we have came so far, right? And right now, agentic AI is on the rise. What is agentic AI? So basically, 2-3 AI tools, 2-3 apps interacting, and they are doing all the work of a human, right? End to end without any human interaction, right? So that is on the rise. In upcoming 1 year or so, SQL query writing, dashboard creation, data analysis work, most of this work is going to get automated. Most of this work is going to get automated. Does anyone agree with me? Right? Yes. Because I'm seeing this inside my organization, right? We have optimized most of our work, right? We have created agents everywhere. Right now, agents are really, really good at automating someone who has entry level experience, 1-2 years of experience. But I'm pretty sure after 1-2 years, once these models become better, once these agents become better, they can automate each and everyone's work right over here. Does everyone agree with me? Does everyone agree with me that our work will easily get automated in upcoming 1-2 years, right? Yes. We just saw what is potential of AI right now. It is just tip of the iceberg. We learned for maybe probably 2 hours, and we saw how important AI is, right? And people who are developing this technology, they have access to more advanced technology. They are already automating, right? And let's see what is happening in industry right now. So far, we have learned, folks, how to use AI tools to build your SQL data applications, how to build entire data pipeline using AI, how advanced SQL queries are written using AI, database designing made simple using AI tools, SQL query optimization using AI tool with lead code, interview preparation for SQL interviews, right, using AI, modern database technologies using AI. After that, we saw how you can handle big data using AI in SQL, right? We saw how you can understand any SQL concept by using AI tools. We saw how you can use AI tool to write SQL code from basic, and we also built entire SQL app using AI in just matter of 1-2 minutes, right? Which used to 1 week, 2 weeks. We just created it in 1-2 minutes, right? This is happening around us. After that, we saw how you can create visualize data, how you can analyze data in just matter of minutes by using Julius. And finally, we saw how you can optimize your resume by using our custom tool, right? Which is for every one of you, right? So, folks, now do you understand the true potential of AI for your day-to-day tasks? Whatever you are working on, right? Now do you understand the true potential of AI for your day-to-day tasks? Yes. Right? Now do you understand how AI can take over most of your work and how you can soon out of job if you do not master it? Doesn't matter what kind of experience you are, doesn't matter if you are patient, doesn't matter what you are doing right now. Now do you understand how AI can take over most of your work? Yes. Right? Folks, now do you see why prompt engineers who have skill of talking to AI are getting paid upward of 17 LPA even as a fresher in India, and for experienced people they are getting paid upward of 40-50 LPA, and why it is one of the highest paid job in the world right now? Yes, right? Now do you realize how important it is for you to master the most in-demand technologies in order to not just survive but grow in your career and get that salary increment that you always wanted? Yes. Absolutely, this is happening around us, right? So folks, on a scale right now, before this session, let's say you were able to do job of one person, right, which is yourself. After this session, after applying all these things out of the session, how many people's job you will be able to do? How many people's work you will be able to do? Tell me honestly. 2 people are there, 3 to 4 people are there, 5 people at least, multitasking, 10 people are there, right? 20 people. Wow. 20 people, I think it is far statement. But I can everyone agree with me? You will be at least able to do 3 people's work if you understand this technology properly, if you create these AI agents. Yes. And this is what is happening around us, right? This is what is happening around us. A lot of industries like McKinsey and other companies are posting their reports, right? They are saying their internal employee productivity has boosted by 30, 40, 50% by implementing AI, right? Now just imagine whoever is like at the top of this revolution, they are going to get disproportionate returns, right? They are going to get disproportionate returns, right? So far we have gone from zero knowledge on how to use SQL, AI and SQL to having like some knowledge on how to use.
Hey guys, so I was just learning this session from this webinar, and I thought that it would be better that I would just record this session and share with you all, because I'm just paying for this session, and it will be available for you guys for free in YouTube on my channel. So just like the video and subscribe it, and you can also watch it. Thank you guys, thank you very much.